I'm Lone, and welcome to part 2 of our playthrough of Decarnation. Hello, dear. How did you sleep? Wow. Looks like a party was a success. I've just come from the market. Merchants were still setting up shop. Endless rows of colorful vegetables, beautiful and unblemished. Just how I like it. Gloria? Yeah. You seem distant. Success, yeah. Is it the party? You didn't enjoy it. You didn't like my playlist or the cakes. Everyone looked so happy and proud. You can't blame me for not wanting to leave. Gloria, are you okay? An omelet and some toast should put you back on track. I'll be back shortly. Bob? Pan. Cakes. What did you say? Bring me pancakes. With the chocolate sauce. The sauce drowned them in it. Gray Braid, are you here? I need help. Well, they're not attacking me, so that's good. Shout out the negative thoughts. There's a hole in the tree. Was that there before? Gloria. I think I've done something very wrong. Come here. There's nothing that we can't fix. Oh, this? We can't fix it. It's too late. That little girl trusted me, and I squeeze. Just squeeze. And so I did. I see. A voice from inside that you chose not to hear. What are you talking about? You need to reconnect with your feelings. To accept what your inner self is telling you, pleasant or painful. But I have hope already. It's just the foundation. You told me it was all about hope. That's true. Everything starts with hope. But hope isn't enough. You need something more. Something abandoned. Something buried deep. Your intuition. My intuition. Your intuition will help you feel what is true, what is right. If hope is the wind in your sails, then intuition is the compass that guides you. A most effective tool, you see. On the topic of tools, I could really use a welding torch and some pepper spray. You said it's buried somewhere. Where exactly? Oh, that's the thing. Only you know where. You're the one who buried it. Deep down, long ago. Bob? Bob? Where the hell is he? Yes, Gloria, I'm here. Hey, I'm hungry. I cooked delicious oven. The master. Oh, for the master, would you fancy a plate? Cake. Pardon me? I just want cake. What about the macaroons I brought you this morning? Whoosh, disappeared. I don't think too much dessert is ideal, Gloria. My blood sugar's low. I can feel it. Plus, my tummy hurts. Wouldn't you rather have some medicine? No, cake is better. With cream. I'll feel better after. I'll see what I can do. Oh, she's gonna make herself so sick. Good boy. Oh, Bob? Bob! Homemade whipped cream. Not that crap from the supermarket. Gloria. All that screaming is becoming quite the nuisance. Oh. I didn't realize that Mr. Money's office was so close to my bedroom. If you need Bob's help, use the intercom on the wall. Oh, is there an intercom there? I had no idea. Intercoms are for pretentious cowards like you. Bob prefers to hear me out in person. Look, how about you worry about your master business, and I'll take care of my own. I would advise you to rethink your tone, Gloria. Yeah? What are you gonna do? Lock me up? New York, New York. If these stop fitting, Bob will be thrilled to shop for more. So, I don't know, it is her eating this much is an act of rebellion. Maybe it's not so much of an escape, but it's in an uncontrollable situation like she's in, you would do all the little things that you could possibly think of in order to regain some semblance of control over your life. And her diet and what she ingests is definitely something that she can semi-control. She doesn't control whether or not she gets food, but Bob's been open to make her whatever. So that's like a way of her fighting back in a way. It's, I don't know, at first I thought it was maybe her being like complicit in the situation or just giving in, but I don't know. I kind of identify it now, thinking about it a little bit more, as a way of her taking some kind of control back. Yeah. Da, da, da. Stop making that face. What is that thing? Oh, it's like a swan. I see. Intuition. Where would I have buried that? Maybe back at the apartment in the sealed off room? That's the only room that Grey Braid said it was long ago. Yeah, that's immediately where, I mean, we have 3 locked passages. There's this one, the bridge, and then also the like janitor closet or whatever it is at the apartment complex. So it's one of those 3 probably. I hid it somewhere deep down. So suppose you could try the bridge first, even though I kind of feel like that's a final destination thing. What is this guy? I don't know what he said. We'll talk with him in a second. The master entombed me in a place like this. No way I'd hide anything in there. Oh, okay. What are you doing? Greetings, mademoiselle.
Gloria?
Hello. How do you know my name?
Magic, naturally. I read it in the depths of your beautiful eyes. Let me guess. Life's been challenging lately.
Yeah, well, it all started when...
Alright, very touching story. How about a little magic to brighten your day?
Well, I have somewhere to be, so...
Duty can wait. If you're even half as talented as you are lovely, you've got a real shot.
Seems like a grifter.
And we'll have a lot of fun. So, what do you say, Mademoiselle Gloria?
I mean, sure. What is this all about? I suppose a little fun won't hurt.
Let's play. But be aware, it's a challenging game. Only the brightest minds will prevail.
It sounds more like a chore to me.
Behold my most marvelous creation. The pair matching game.
Wait, what? I think I know what I have to do.
You guessed it, fantastique. You got a touch of a magical talent after all.
I only remember one. It was the fox. And then that's it. That's the only one I saw. I remember that was a slug. And there was like a heart over here. No, that's an eyeball. How did I do that? I remember a slug being there. So let's flip over another one and maybe it's a slug. Nope, that's a hand. Sun.
Whoops.
Oh, I didn't mean to hit the sun again. Oh, son of a bitch. We're boned. Oh, why do I keep doing that? I'm like misclicking. Box. Near the very corner? Oh, that's good. That was just a stupid guess. Here, I want to identify if this was actually the slug. I'm going to flip it over. Yeah, it was a slug. Wait a minute. What? There's no possible way. Mask. Where was the other mask? I don't even remember. What? There's no way, bro. This one was the sun. Right? So if I can find the sun. Nah, that's a heart. Did I flip that one? What the fuck? Is this rigged? I feel like this is cheating. Oh, that's the moon. No way, dude. Here, if I flip this one over, I know exactly this was the sun because we flipped it over before. If this one's different, yep, he's cheating. Or I'm cheating. So I could just flip it over. Yeah, because there's no way I could have luckily got all those. Yeah, see, the suns are in the wrong place.
You beat the game, Mademoiselle Gloria. An amazing performance. Bravo. Care for another round? It's an absolute joy to see your talents in action.
No, what's the point? Alright. New winning streak record. Come back soon. Yeah. No, leave me alone. Cheater. Just to make me feel good about myself or something. Oh shit, that dude just jumped off the edge. Parts of her are kind of offing themselves now. What is this book? Oh, it's her dream diary. The man with no roof breaks her heart. She turns back. Oh, it's another poem. What's this thing? Not lost, just buried. The phrase on the wall speaks strangely to her. She's on her way. So that's the first one. Stepped on something squishy. I don't think I can talk to this guy. Or can I? If I look into it, I can see an eye staring at me. Oh, he's like looking into his drink or something. She remembers higher. There is a door she fears. Oh yeah, that is the door leading to the depths. So yeah, that hidden door. Oh, and that's the last part. So we need 2 more parts. Oh yeah, and it says the man with no roof breaks her heart. There's, yeah, it's either this dude or the guy with his drink, I think. I don't know what this means though. Descending is not a free fall. She goes down but emerges on the other side. Where's the second one then? Oh, there it is. Yeah, the path back to the apartment isn't... I don't think it's here anymore. A wreck. Looking for a way out at the bottom of his glass. She moves forward. Oh, that's the guy staring into his glass. The phrase on the wall speaks to her. She's on her way. Is that writing that we looked at? Because that was the only interactable thing that was like on the wall. Wasn't it right? Or no, it was down this floor. It was like right there. No, it wasn't there. Oh, it's right there and it's glowing. Okay, yeah. That's it. So these like directions or something? Not lost, just buried. Oh yeah, it lit up. Okay. A wreck looking for a way out at the bottom of glass. So that guy is over here. So we just follow what it says, I think. Hopefully. Yeah, there he is. Oh, okay. It lit up. So it's like a combination of stuff. And we just have to follow it in order to get to the right path. And then the man without a roof breaks her heart. She turns back. So he's right here. There, under the filth, stripped of his dignity. A human like me. She turns back. So we go back this way? Yeah, that was correct. And then descending is not a free fall. She goes down but emerges on the other side. So it's not back over the bridge. It would probably say something about a bridge. So descending is not a free fall. She goes down but emerges on the other side. Oh, because it's a double staircase. That's so good. I love that. And then she remembers higher. Okay, so we gotta go up. There is a door she fears. Yeah, the door. So we go higher. Oh, the staircase is there. Okay. That's how you get back to the apartment complex. I love it. Yeah, here we are. We're on the right path. Kind of scared of that door, though. Oh, basement voice? Oh, yeah, we could talk to basement voice. Hey? Are you still down there? Oh, they're not there. Damn. Alright. Let's see what's on the other side of this door. Not lost, just buried. Gloria. Gloria. What? Oh, good. It's my daily dose of happiness. Italy's finest cake, tiramisu. It should cheer you up. Good. The spoon, small or large? Do you have to ask? If she's eaten. Yeah, exactly. What kind of question is that? Give me the big one. Is everything alright, Gloria? Oh, the place is filthy too. Yeah, everything's peachy. Oh, and she's like forcing it down. She can like barely swallow. Well, everything except for your stupid boss. At least you have me. Right again? What would I do without you? And the tiramisu? It's to your liking? Yeah, it's very yummy. I'm feeling better already. You don't look better. Maybe I should have brought you something for your stomach. Yeah, I'm okay. I just need a sip of water to help it go down faster. Gloria. Ugh, enough. I'm getting some medicine from upstairs. And she's asking for more food. Fuck. Gloria. Alright. How do you feel? Better, actually. Way better. This stuff works miracles. Oh, that's a relief. How about bringing me a box of this stuff? Just in case. Sure. I'll get it for you now. She's not gonna like OD on stomach medicine, is she? Or is she just taking it to eat more? I knew the cake was a bad idea. Did you say something? Ugh, the stench in there. It's revolting. Little buggies. Why are they letting the trash pile up like this? This is your head, Glow. It's your head. Does that door lead further down? I can't open it without a key. Okay. Find a key. Ew, what the hell is that thing? In the darkness, its stretched silhouette glows vividly. The door here. A woman made of rubber and metal. Wrinkle or dust, everything must eventually return to dust. Or wrinkled or rust, everything must return to dust. Suffering sink, the victim of its own hunger or mistreatment by another. Oh, a key. But it looks like it's fused to the ground? Doesn't look like a key. It looks like a drawing. A faded drawing. It's hard to decipher. Okay, I guess both are there, but I don't see a key. I don't think there's anything else in there. Can I actually get through here? I hear music coming from the other side. Gray braid. Eroded over time. Young girl, freshly etched in stone. I feel so numb. This machine seems to move in the rhythm with the music. A death-inducing flow. Oh, maybe with the food being around it, maybe this is like the inner part of herself that's like numbing herself with this. The music feels so soothing, like nothing else matters. Why would I stop it? No, you have to stop it. You need to snap out of it, Glow. Oh, shoot. Is it gone? I think I can get out in time. Hopefully. What did that do for us, though? Looks like a parasite did it. Seems like somebody tried to draw the rat and then erased it. Oh, so it changed, I think. Maybe this drawing changed? Oh yeah, there's a key. In the darkness, the drawing glows. Looks like a woman. Nice. Is that it in here? Yeah, seems like it. Thanks, Mr. Outline, or Mrs. Outline, whoever drew you. Okay, let's try the key. Whoa, jeez. Very much buried. Deep down. Where is all this taking us? There's another door up there too, but... Oh, it's Bob. Super, I guess. Oh, hello, dear. Hello, Bob. I'm surprised to see you here. A princess needs her servant handy. Especially when he's also her personal chef. I'm no princess, Bob. Would you fancy something sweet to eat? I have some delicious cakes, baked just for you. Yeah, I'm good, but thanks. Okay. I guess we're leaving. I don't know. You try that other door. More like drawing type things. Oh, poor little rat stuck on the other side. Poor thing. What is this tube? What is this thing? Oh, it's basement voice. Oh, hell yeah. Hey? Oh, hello. Outside voice. She's still love umbrella. Thanks again. Basement voice. It's great to hear from you. Where are you? She don't remember. It hurts her. The cage. Outside voice. Want more. Nails? Oh, nails? Yeah, no, we don't need any more nails right now. Thank you. She like you. I like you too, basement voice. Oh. I've got to go. I'm looking for something precious down here. Oh, okay. Good. Good luck, pretty voice. Oh, this is my favorite character so far. Oh shit. Okay, we know lights, so stay in light. Oh, we'll be able to make it this time. Oh, no way. Oh, you dickhead. Oh, we got it. It's okay. Hopefully there isn't anything else in the room that we need. There must be some way to turn the lights on. Oh, we can go... No. The red light slowed it down, so that's good. So we gotta avoid it. It looks like there's a couple of different ways that we can go. So maybe luring it up. Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Gotcha. Oh, this is the window from the other side. Okay. This looks just like my fuse box back at home. I'll bet this switch turns the lights back on. Yeah, please. Be free, rats. And mushroom rat. There used to be a precipice here, desperately deep. But with the lights on, it's just a room full of children's drawings. Oh yeah, I thought it looked like drawings. Is it gone? Oh yeah, it looks like it's gone. Cool. And the rats are free. Even the one with mushrooms growing out of its back. Train tickets, love letters, receipts, and photographs. It would take a lifetime to make sense of all this. A list of all my shows at the Swan, including the ones I never got a chance to do. Maybe those all are just like stray, these are all just stray thoughts in her mind. It's kind of how I interpret, I mean, I guess that's this whole place, right? My journal from our holidays in Sardinia. I was 15. Ugh. Oh no, what's wrong, basement voice? Basement voice? Are you still there? Yes, she's still there. How did you get locked in a cage? Basement voice? Oh no. She's in trouble? Yeah, it sounds like it. Shoot. What is this? It looks like the back of a garbage truck. I'll bet it can swallow anything you throw at it. How do I open this thing? Oh, we have to feed it. That's what it is. That's why you offered us cake. We can feed it and throw it in. I don't know if that's going to accomplish. Maybe it's a doorway or something? Probably. Hopefully that's the answer. Because aside from that, we don't have any other paths. So, kind of has to be. Yeah, look at that big cake. Hey again. Hello, Gloria. You know what? Actually, I think my blood sugar's running low. Give me one of those cakes. Coming right up. I'll have Saint Honor strawberry cake. We'll just say strawberry cake. A tiramisu, maybe? Whichever's the biggest. And a slice won't cut it. Give me the entire cake. Then for you, I choose the pièce de résistance, the strawberry cake. Here's a spoon. No need. That's why you got hands, brother. Nature's spoon. Whoa, this feels longer. Yeah. Are we gonna have to like dodge from those hungry consuming mouths? Trying to eat the cake while we're putting it where it needs to go? No, it seems like we're in the clear. Oh, maybe not. Shit. What's wrong? There's just stairs. It's not a big deal. I don't know. Whatever. Hey, look what I've brought you. Interesting, right? Good girl. But there's been a change in tonight's menu. Bon appetit. Ew. Ugh. Oh, it's awful down here. I mean, essentially, it's like her mind's a stuff, I guess. Oh, pretty voice. Oh, hey again. What happened? I thought something was wrong. Be careful. Oh, Jesus. Pretty voice, you are okay? She hears scream. Yeah. Good. She feel better. Be safe, please. Alright. I'll see if I can find a way to reach you. Oh, maybe we're down here for basement voice. Sounds like she's like in distress. She was talking about the cage, so maybe we need to like free her or something. And she's obviously probably an inner part of Glow. So we'll find something. Seems too quiet here. It's locked. Oh, need a key or something? Didn't really see anything we can interact with though on the way up. Glow sure does love to drag her feet, doesn't she? Pull the hook thing? Oh, looks like it's just locked. Interesting. Oh, maybe right here? Well, it must have been something in the other room then that we missed. Oh, or not. Or the whole world can just change. Blue like the sky, silky like the night. Huh? Oh, I gotta stay in the light. What is this? It's a light. So I guess we just have to follow the light beams to like unlock different paths. I don't really know what way. Am I going over to the red thing? Oh, I think that was the wrong way. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, go back, go back, go back. I mean, they're all over there, so we're kind of okay. Right? Oh, no, maybe not. Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, we're okay. Whoosh. Get zapped. Oh, wait, this one splits off. So, yeah, we can't do that. We need that one up there. Just gotta follow this one. Nope. Rip. Ugh. What was that? Well, at least it keeps our progress. Oh, come on now. Oh, I'm trying to go too quickly. There we go. At least it's only 2, so. Oh wait, how do I get over? Oh yeah, up, up. And then down, down. Okay. Got it. What? Well, whatever. Some memories hurt more than others. We got the key now, so. That's basically just fast travel back, right? Well, what? She could put her face in there. How's it going? Oh, jeez. Well, now we know where the nails came from. Who are there? Basement voice? You reach her, like said. What? What are you doing here? I really thought I was getting close to finding my intuition down here. Probably is your intuition. Cage. Maybe I can help you get out of here. Leave? Yeah, I'll just... She in cage forever. No leave. No, come on, don't say that. It's too sad. Be not sad. She happy now. Because pretty voice is friend. Basement voice. She just cage head. She's stuck. You walk. You strong. I guess. It feels like I've been making the wrong choices lately. You reached cage? Yeah, but I don't see what I'm supposed to find here. Your direction, your compass, your intuition. She feels thing in belly. Open, please. Okay. Take it, please. Yeah, it looks like it's stuck, and it's really big. Won't it kill you if I extract it? Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, no? Ugh. Super sad. You done it, friend. Got our intuition. Oh, it's weird. I feel calm. That good. You leave now. No, I need to help you now. To help. Forget her. What? You're my friend now. Why would I forget you? If you forget in memory, you free in head. She free from cage. Oh, so even just by us being here and talking with her and befriending her and thinking about it, we're thinking about all the stuff that's binding her and caging her here. So the only way for her to be free is for us to move on. And then she'll be able to help us, that inner part of herself. Basement voice. Name is Cage Head. Cage. Head. I wonder if there's a significance to that. I mean, I understand the symbolic significance to that name, but nice. Nice to have met you. Oh, basement voice. Favorite character. Knock knock. Oh, Bob. What's the cake of the day? Curious girl. I'm preparing a Black Forest cake with extra cream for our gourmet princess. But in the meantime, what a nice little bag. Is it for me? It doesn't seem like she's like that different now that she found her, like, the intuit part. Yeah, seems like something's still missing for her. Things not like quite clicking into place. What do you think? What is it? Cartier? Is it compliments of the house? What is it? Oh, wow. It's beautiful. Is it like a necklace or something? Yeah, golden necklace. Okay. No one's ever given me jewelry. I feel like a little girl. You deserve it. Thank you, Bob. Thanks a million. Is this a bell on a necklace? Oh, jeez. No. There must be a mistake. There's a bell attached. What is she, like some cat that's like getting into so much trouble that somebody puts a bell on him? That's not okay. Original, right? I can't wear a necklace with a bell on it, Bob. I'm not a pet. The bell makes the piece so unique. It's a very fancy necklace. The master is very generous, but Bob, remember when you told me about your dream? About hope. As long as I'm breathing, there's still hope. In your own words, hope means breathing, and breathing means moving. Now, every time you move, you'll hear this little bell jingle. The sentiment is weird and unwanted, Bob. Jesus. He's like trying to give sentimental gifts. So there is no master. This is all Bob, most certainly. Like, you could tell at this point, like, he's way too invested and, like, kind of needy and clingy and wanting of affection and attention. So, but every time you move, you'll hear this little bell jingle. And that's the sound of hope. Come here. The sound of hope, you said. Exactly. In solid gold. Greybraid? Are you there? I need your help. Hello. How are things going? I think I found what I'm looking for, deep down. Oh, that's great. And how does that feel? I don't know. You told me it would get better, but everything's still an ocean of shit. And guess who's still drowning in the middle of it? Gloria. You wanted me to find a compass, but what I need is a lifeline. Intuition works in mysterious ways. You need to give it more time, more trust. So yeah, exactly. That's like what I thought. I thought there was still something missing, but it isn't. It just needs time to spin up inside of her. I don't have time, and I only trust what I can see. Maybe that's the problem. Close your eyes. This spiel again? Okay, all relaxed. What now? Don't try to force it. Just let your intuition guide you. Oh. What am I doing? Keep going. Okay, so I'm stepping on the pads. You can guide yourself now. What did I don't even know what I did. Wow. This space, it's changing? You're changing, Gloria. What you see is your hope and intuition in action. This is big progress for you, but there's really no telling what you'll find down there. Stay alert. Kid. Said it at the same time. Jinx. I thought I'd lost you. I'm so sorry, kid. Forgive me. I didn't know what I was doing. Oh, hello, Glow Glow. Kid, I'm so sorry. It's good to see you. Me too, kid. Me too. Want to play hopscotch? I found some chalk down here. I would love that. I'll wait while you stretch. You know, I think I'm ready to play now. Super cool. No. Kid. What was that? Gloria, what happened? Oh, just jumps right in. Hell yeah. I see a little Bob with a very large woman holding him. It's interesting. Now, where did she get off to? Where are you, kid? Oh, this is like her gluttonous, like, numbing part of herself. Probably. Ew, vermin. Come for the crumbs of my dessert, no doubt. What the hell are you? And it's talking to me, the princess. Oh, that's not allowed in this castle. Castle? God, never mind. Where's the kid? Ugh, what does it even want? The little girl. Tell me where she is, now. Why won't it leave me alone? I won't just desert her. Dessert. Did you... did it say dessert? A princess always has room for more dessert. Oh shit. Pause off, vermin. You won't be so brave once I show you how the sausage is made. Oh, Jesus. Okay, it's a boss fight. What is that? Oh, okay. I have no clue what's going on. Are those gonna still fall on me? Oh no, they're gone. Okay. Oh, now they're random. Okay. So I gotta wait for that little thing to pop up. And then we interact with it. This isn't so hard. I need to speed that up a little bit. Stop this at once. Such tasteless behavior. Don't you see? This is the only way. So much time marinating in this Bordeaux. Until finally, we become what we've always dreamed of. The most magnificent monarch the world has ever seen. With my little Bob, isn't he cute? Oh, Jesus. Oh, I got hit. I almost pushed the wrong button. It was really close. No, why? This was our recipe for success, Gloria. And you tore it all to pieces. Kid, you're alive. What happened? Aww. Will you teach me to stretch, Glow? From when I become a grown-up, I'll teach you anything you want, kid. Well, can't ever really truly kill your inner child, I suppose. You can bury it, though. No, there's a note on the door. Sure, why not? Toilet time. Oh, breakfast. And there's a note. The master needs me elsewhere. I hope this delicious parvola or parvola will tide you over until supper. Yours, Bob. No, not hungry, Bob. Not too hungry. So hopefully, like, conquering that side of herself gonna get her back at least somewhat in sound mind and on track. Yeah, seems like it. She was dressing up like a princess, you know. Kind of like shedding those layers again. The whole decarnation process. Oh no. Don't make me do it again. No more button mashing. I think I might be able to hold it instead of mashing buttons. Dun 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 bum 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 bum. I'm sorry. I'm getting into the music. I'm sorry it's so late. The master ordered me to. Wow. Hey. Wow, this place looks like new. How was the... Oh, you haven't touched it. Nope. Haven't touched it. Gotcha. Nope. Starving yourself won't make you feel any better. See, this is the only way Bob has felt useful or been useful. And he's using it like a, like just leaning on it like a crutch, because that's all he has. It's kind of like the only inroad that he has, using sustenance as a means of connection or reliance from somebody that's very scummy, but using that for somebody who you have held captive, and like being the only source of their survival. I suppose after a lot of months, that'd be a very powerful thing. That'd be very hard to contend with in your mind, as far as justifying your behavior towards that quote unquote person. I'm feeling better than I have in a while, actually. Oh, really? Can't believe fasting is the new fad down here. I'll get you a fresh porvola tomorrow. This one will be goop by then. Don't bother. I'm over it. Make no mistake. I'm done with cake. What? Why? It just feeds the wrong part of me. And your necklace? You're not wearing it. She did clean up the place too, kind of. It's a good thing. Yeah, I took it off. I figure I don't need a chain to go with these bars. Ooh. But what about the sound of hope? The bell makes it sing, right? The bell drowns it out. The fancy dress, the fine food, the luxury gifts. A pretty varnish over a pile of trash. What? It's not like that at all. It's not working, Bob. It's not working. This isn't how... No, just no. Bob, I'm not a guest, let alone a princess. I'm your fucking prisoner. So take all this stuff back to your master. His prisoner doesn't need them anymore. Gloria, no. It's not like that. Everything the master does, he does for your own good. You're a sweet man, Bob, isn't it? Your only mistake is trusting that monster you call master. It'd be easy to hate you for that, just like I hate him and this place. But feeding that insatiable hunger is worse than starving. Do you know what I mean? I'm not sure I do. But I'm fine. Life hasn't been all bad, I guess. There have been a few bright spots. Like what? Well, like your arrival at the mansion. Great. My kidnapping is a high point. There have been other things. Like, I get to read children's books sometimes. Or I get to read, no, not children's books. I read children's books sometimes. You do? True. I volunteered at the local school when the master gives me the time off. The children are so attentive and thoughtful, and they don't judge others at all. That's how we all should be. I can't say that I've had the best luck with kids, or with adults, for that matter. But you must want a family someday. It's hard to say from behind these bars. What about you? Well, I'd need a miracle. Yeah, no doubt. You know, I'd need to become rich, or strong, or good looking. Ideally all three at once. But no. I'm just a boring butler who knows way too many cake recipes. God, that's not how I see you. Not only are you a great cook, but you're smart and sensitive. Not to mention putting up with an awful boss. I still don't believe that it's not him. I still don't believe it. Plus, you volunteer your free time to help kids. You've got nothing holding you back. I mean, it's not like you're locked in a cell. Do you really think so? That I'm a good person? There's another life out there waiting for you, Bob, if you want it badly enough. Gloria, that's all I've ever wanted. Well, let hope be the wind in your sails, and intuition the compass that guides you. Grumble. Glow, way better person than I am. But who knows? Who's to say, like, how you would be in this kind of a situation? You know, she's a very empathetic person, it seems like, despite all the noise that goes on in her head. What's this? Looks like a note. No, there's a letter. You can't confine a princess in the dungeon of her castle. A man would gladly be her knight. Serfdom is such a hassle. If she considers carefully, does not become a nerve, she may yet find the key to what they both deserve. What? Are we in a... No, she's not wearing her nightgown. So this... And she's in her cell. So... Oh. What? Oh, is Bob... Maybe it's not. Maybe there really is a master and Bob's just... Is this a test? Yeah, I could be totally wrong. Maybe he is, like, semi-innocent in all this. I mean, he's still guilty, but, like, if he's being coerced or anything, it would make it a lot different. I don't know what to think. We have the key, though. Alright. Might be a trap. Bring the broom with you. It opened. Okay. Did Bob steal the key from the master? Or maybe this whole thing was a game show. Hope it's the kind with cash prize. Oh no. Bob? My lady. What is all of this? Welcome to my domain. No, it was him. You can see the mask on the couch there, or on the bench. Where's the master? The mansion. He's just a dude with the basement. And there's the camera with the TV monitoring. At first I thought it was the only way. But then I got to know you. We learned to trust each other. And you opened my eyes. Bob, this is no time for games. The master could arrive any second now. Okay, Gloria, you have to snap out of it now. Gotta think. Right? Right? There is no master, Gloria. I made it all up. I had to. You know that. Well, why? Ever since I met you, it's always been you. The museum? You taking my measurements? September 1980, almost 10 years ago. It was your first night at the Swan. Mine too. Oh my god, he's been preparing this for 10 years? Oh, that makes it so much... I mean, it's already bad, but it makes it so much worse. You were so beautiful, yet so sad and lonely. Sad and lonely. Because I felt exactly the same. I wish I'd have had the guts to talk to you after the show. I kept coming back year after year. I hoped that one day I'd find a way to help you. And then one day, I finally did. You can relax now. Oh, fuck no. It'll be all right. Are you going to kill me? Gloria, have I ever hurt you? Yes, very much so you've hurt her. Not physically per se though. Well, she did, he did whack her in the back of the head, I guess. I'll keep taking care of you. Of course, you still won't be allowed to leave, but you'll have the run of the house, along with me. I've already prepared a room for you upstairs. Until you feel comfortable enough to move to my room someday. I don't want to rush things. Just lock me back up. Or just grab him and nosedive down the stairs. So, what do you say, my lady? Oh, Gloria, be careful. Ready to start a brand new chapter with the real Bob. I'd rather die. Gloria, don't do it. Don't. Oh. Gloria? Gloria? Are you hurt? Oh, it's Aldo. Hey, Mr. Rivera. It's alright, I'm fine. Are you sure? I don't need you passing out during your performance. That'd be a little too dramatic for your first time out. I'm fine, I promise. It's just nerves on an empty stomach. I see. At least you won't be throwing up on stage. I remember my first time. I was so nervous walking on stage. I didn't know that... This is Aldo, right? Yeah, looks like Aldo. I didn't know that he was a dancer also. I mean, I suppose it makes sense if he's managing a dance troupe. Hands shaking and everything. On stage. So you used to be a performer? It's hard to believe, right? I left the family house in Dunkirk at 17. I wanted to become an artist. In Paris, a friend helped me get my first dancing gig. Had to lie about my age. 2 years after, I had my first show at the Swan. That's when I took up the name Aldo Rivera. Why did you stop performing, Mr. Rivera? How old are you? 20. I was 22 for a long time. And then you wake up, 2 decades have passed, you lost your appetite for it. Your eyes don't have that sparkle anymore. Yeah, you still got it, Aldo. You still got it. And the suit starts fitting you better than a corset. I've never tried to wear a suit. Have you been back? On stage? To Dunkirk? The family house? Oh, I never. They didn't. Time slips away from everyone, I guess. Anyway, tonight's your debut at the Swan. I've got some advice. Your heart will be beating like crazy. That's unavoidable. Maybe it's fear, but maybe it's courage. They've got the same symptoms after all. Picture your heart as a phoenix on the rise, filling your chest with courage, pulling you skyward. It's only fear if you're falling. I'll do my best, Mr. Rivera. Please, call me Aldo. It's like taken a lot of stuff that people have said and internalized it quite a bit. I think she uses it to survive this moment. Or these series of moments. Ladies and gentlemen, dearest friends. Your lungs gasping for air. Gracing the Black Swan stage for the first time ever. Butterflies doing backflips in your belly. Please welcome the sparkling. Your heart is beating like mad. The bubbly, the charming. Retreating is succumbing to fear. Facing it is embracing your courage. Miss Gloria! Oh, Jesus. I'm not sure of the beat quite. Okay, there we go. What? Oh, there's like faces on a couple of them? I don't think I can push the faces. Is that why they're... I'll try skipping them, if I can see them. I think so. Oh, jeez. That didn't feel like a 5-star, but I'll take it. Thank you, game. You're so sweet. Mwah. Oh, Gloria. I think that Bob's gonna take this all the complete opposite wrong way as well. Like, her jumping off is just a complete rebuke of him and everything about him. There's nothing that he can do to make her want to be with him, like, just naturally. Even over time, it's just not a thing. It's not a thing at all. Is everything all right, Gloria? I mean, she didn't die, so that's good. I mean, it's very good, but she's bloody. Busted my lip. A can of ravioli. Your food for the next 2 days. Aren't you the one who said you wanted to be treated like a prisoner? How could you? How could I what? Design and prepare this room for you? Spare no expense in saving you from your miserable life. Care for you, cook for you, dispose of your garbage daily for those last 5 months. The master and his servant Bob, this intricate game of masks and personalities. No weekends off, no vacation in sight. Oh, cry me a river. God, this is fucked up, Bob, or whatever your real name is. Asshole, how many girls have you locked up here before me? Okay, well, maybe I tricked you. Fine, bad Bob. But you wouldn't have listened if I'd been honest from the start. I had no choice. You destroyed my life. You took everything. You crushed my hopes and my dreams. How ironic. Coming from the one who led me on and broke my heart. God, shut up. Your ego is killing me, Gloria. And I'm afraid there's no turning back. God, shut up, Bob. Or whoever you really are. It's Master Bob now, and you'd better watch your tone. Fuck you, Master Bob. Oh, hell yeah. Pull it off the wall. Careful, the camera's expensive. Fuck your camera. Gloria, don't you... Hell yeah. Should have done this a long time ago. Glow, glow. Gloria. She can't hear me. Glow, glow. We're here. I'm afraid we can't help her now. But she looks sad. We have to help her. Gloria's demonstrated true courage. Accomplished more than she thought she was capable of. But I fear it's all been destabilizing. Destabilizing? She needs time to process, reevaluate. Maybe she needs to stretch. She's a grown-up, you know. Perhaps. Let's just leave her for now. Okay. Will we see Glogo soon? She'll find us when she needs us. So, do you like pirates or magicians more? Not an easy call. I like pirates. Pirates are more fun than doves. Or parrots are more fun than doves. True. No more camera. That's a start. It's just rolling cans of ravioli down the stairs now. Super. Ugh, asshole. Can you smell it, Gloria? The soothing scent of fluffy pancakes, fresh from the pan. The only tool he has is food. This whole time. He's just got nothing else. He's awful. Sorry, I haven't been by lately. I've had a lot going on. And you? Any news to share? You haven't touched your last can of ravioli. Remember, starving won't do you any good. How about I read you a little something? Just like old times. Arts and Entertainment, March issue. March, the beginning of spring, flowers blooming and birds singing. Okay, let's see. Films, theater. Black Swan's general director Aldo Rivera has announced a U.S. tour with his troupe, headlining by a rising star Krista Charnel. Several dates have been announced, including New York and Las Vegas. Oh, that's amazing. Ugh. Bob, you scumfucker. The Americans will go nuts, will go wild over Miss Charnel. Such an outstanding performer. God, that's bullshit. What else? Oh, here's a bit about a retired opera dancer, Victoria Fontaine. Oh, what? That's Mom. Fontaine. The name rings a bell. That would be your mother, yes? Why bother asking? You know she's my mother. She was 64. Ugh, was? What are you talking about? Quite young for the curtain to fall. Ugh. He's making it. I don't know. He could be just completely bullshitting about all this, making us, digging in as much as possible, trying to cause pain for punishment. What? Give me that. Tragic. At least she enjoyed a career worth remembering. You asshole. I know you're lying. Am I? Truth or lie? Kindness or malice? What's the difference? All I get back from you is contempt. You should eat that ravioli, because I'm not bringing you anything else. That's it. Good girl. Maybe it's not too late. I could tell him that I'm sorry. That I'm fine here, all things considered. The camera was a bit too much for my taste, that's all. No, Gloria. As long as I behave, he'll keep me alive, right? No bargaining. Everything's fine. One day, he'll realize it's better to let me go. No, he spent 10 years planning this shit, dude. He's obviously, supernaturally committed to this. Or maybe the police will find me? Who knows? Patience and submission. That's my creed from now on. Playing the action hero? That's a good way to get yourself killed. It's not like there's any way I could leave this place. And since I'm trapped here anyway, why worry? Well, fuck. You're not trapped here. That's your lifeline. She kept asking for a lifeline, and it's been thrown to her time and time again. So, ooh, this one's gonna be a little more difficult though. Well, that one wasn't so bad. Oh, it's getting easier as we go. Oh yeah, the first step was the hardest step. That's such a great narrative storytelling tool. Using minigame as like a... Oh god, this game is amazing. It's so good. I can still drown, but what would that fix? Yeah, it's such a beautiful game. Alright, we gotta find Greybeard, or Greybeard. Greybeard. We're not playing Skyrim. Come on, man. Come on, man. Greybraid. And Lil Glow. I mean, the last place I saw them was walking up this way. But I don't think they're there anymore. Oh, all the attitudes have changed. Do you ever look out over the horizon and wonder, have I been missing out? Like, it's got more of a positive spin to what they're saying. It feels like I've been here forever. But it's so easy to stand in one place. Yeah, the attitudes have changed. I guess maybe the main gate now? I don't know if we're ready or not, though. She was reluctant to take this step. You think the blanket protects you from what you're afraid of, but your fear is trapped in there with you, and it's thriving. No, still cannot go through there. Alright. So, I suppose back up. I'm not quite sure where, though. Oh, it's the magician again, I think, right? Looks like him.
Oh, who do we have here? The doe of the furball. What was
I don't know what he's saying. Hey, Mr. Magic.
The little bird told me that you've been playing some risky games lately.
What do you mean?
You know, we all like to think we're in the flame, but actually, most of us are just the wax. Want to play a game? It'll make you feel good.
No, it'll only make me feel good because you cheat.
All right, I'll be around if it sounds fun.
All right, bye, Mr. Magic. Yeah, I guess we go back up to the old apartment. Oh yeah, there's a new opening. Ooh. Okay. Oh, cool. We climbed back up. All right, that was a difficult one. It was going by really fast. There we go. No. I don't... yeah, I don't know. I'm doing bad now this time. Got it. Got it. Got it. And then it usually gives you the last one for free. Yeah. Cool. Why are you here? Hello, Gloria. There's a bunch of Bobs. Oh! I could push him off the edge. I could push him off the edge. Yeah. Goodbye, Bob. Just goodbye, Bob. Is that you? Yes, it is me. Goodbye, Bob. It's so hard to push them, though. Here, just go up. Get lost. The sturdiest shells and the shiniest masks sometimes hide the most disgusting sludge. Guess down we go. Oh, can I get there from here? Stay strong. You've seen some shit, and you'll see some more. So we gotta free her somehow. I can't remember the last time I saw the sunrise. Yeah, it's been like 6 months now. Oh, this is the only path open. The other ones were blocked off. Red light, green light. I think yeah. Why would we turn the... Oh, because of there's a door up there. I think we got to turn them off. Yeah, there we go. He should be stuck in that because he goes slow there. Yep, we got it. Oh, just back here? Oh, let's take a deep breath and let go. Was the bathtub running before? I don't think so. Oh yeah, that path's open now. So, oh Jesus. Do I have my scream? No, I don't have my scream, so roll away. The mannequin chasing after me. Where is he at? Oh, he's up there in the corner. I wonder if I turn off that one first. That would probably be the best idea. And then I can do them as we go down. And then get this one. And then hide. Yeah, I think that will be the easiest for us. And then lure him over this way. And get him trapped. No! Oh, shit. That was so close. It used to be his terrain, but now it's mine. I'll take the initiative. Yeah, it seems like the bathtub's getting filled up more. Oh no, mannequin, go away! Oh, it freaking blew me all the way back to the beginning. Oh, I don't have to do those over again, do I? It better not. Nope, it's open. No, you don't. No, you don't. Okay. I think we could just do it like last time. Do the top ones first. Actually, you could even do that one too. Nope, nope. You go this way. No, don't hit that one. Not a good idea. Just gotta wait for it to patrol away. And then just make it to that circle. There we go. His strength and weight will be useless. Is there any more? I don't have another way. Oh yeah, I do have another way around. I can go this way. Yeah, I think there's one more path. It's this one. Yeah, the only one that doesn't have clone glows walking up it. What the hell? Okay. That was very fast. Don't know. Keep going. Get stuck. No, get stuck. Get stuck. Oh my goodness. I don't have to turn that off, do I? No. And we'll see whose fear is the worst enemy. So is that all of them? Oh, there's a mouth there. Oh, good. The mannequin's back to normal. Well, I mean, what can be normal? Bottoms up. Oh no. I'm kind of drowning here a little bit. I didn't know where I'm supposed to go. Did I go into the trains? I probably want to stay away from the bubbles. Just gonna go out on a limb and think that. Oh god, bubbles right there. Pigeon boys. I love classical guitar. We've been over this already. The nest has seen its last egg, man. Cuckoo, coo-choo. All we need is one hit, and it's straight to the top, squabble. I can fly higher than an eagle. And how can we help you, little lovebird? Don't call me that. Didn't mean to ruffle those feathers, chickaboo. Oh, that's just like Big Boo. They're talking like Big Boo. Don't call me that either. Blah, blah, blah. She's loving it. Actually, she's not. Well, haters can go pluck themselves, especially Big Boo. Gonna be sorry when we make the big time. Oh yeah, Big Boo. You're the ones he was talking about. It's a peculiar detat? Alright, well, good luck with that, and with Big B. There's some kind of like subplot going on that I'm unaware of involving these guys and Big Boo. I wonder if there's like other hidden stuff that you can find. More about their little story that's going on. Because it was kind of random when we first ran into him. We had no clue what he's talking about. This is pretty interesting. Thank you. We're just in here bullying everybody. Bully, bully, bully. Watch where you're going. Ugh, get off me. Ugh. Oh. Disperse. I thought it was going to blow them up, so I guess that's better than just making them disappear. Not looking for you guys. Oh no. fuck. Was that Joy? Oh, isn't that how they met? Like, she's being, like, accosted on the subway or something? Ah, get off me. Fuck, I'm shaking. Thanks. Are you alright? Yeah, I think so. You want to get out of here? Get some fresh air? Sure. I'm Gloria, by the way. Gloria? I'm Joy. First time I've been here. It's nice. Even all the tentacles, they're lovely. Botzarius Station, the tipping point of the Brutes? Boots? Sorry, I apologize so hard. I like to come here when I feel overwhelmed. Maybe it meant like districts. Like there's certain districts or something. Yeah, it's probably what it was. Do you get overwhelmed? Quite a lot, yeah. I actually thought it was just an act. Sorry, my phone went off. There's a little ringing in the background. Well, it suits you. Act that way long enough, and it becomes natural. Why don't you hang around and find out? You know what, Gloria? I just might. Aw. Another missing piece. Confidence? Courage? Kind of my interpretation. Yeah, that makes sense. Hope, and then direction, intuition, and then the confidence to enact all of those wills and desires. Yeah. I did everything I could to make this work. Everything. I'm creative, resourceful, maybe even an artist after a fashion. But I'm running out of ideas. All I know is that the harder I try, the worse it gets. Oh no, what's he gonna do? And I can't stand it anymore. No, don't you dare. One word, Gloria. One single word from you. Just say the word, and I'll slit my throat. What? No bluffing. If that's what you want, that's what you'll get. Slippity slice. Goodbye, Bobo. Why did you say that? It's too much. Slippity slice. Goodbye, Bobo. I'm sorry. It kind of ruined the moment, but it was such a good line that I don't care. It's too funny. Okay, I'm serious, I swear. Goodbye, Bobo. If I wanted to, I could turn this knife against you. Stab you 100 times, right now. But I won't. You mean too much to me. How about a change of perspective? Oh, Gloria. Am I mad to think that we could start anew? Oh, Gloria, give me one more chance. Make me the happiest man in the world. That's all I ask. Just one chance to show you the real me. The good me. Get out. Like the and I'll talk about it in a second, but I bid you good night for now. But please consider it, Gloria, for me. Never. Gloria. I will never love you. Both of us are trapped on each side of this door. And at the end of the day, one of us won't get away with it. No. Oop. Took off quickly. But no, she's too good to have told him to slippity slit Bobo's throat. Like, that's not her. And then sacrificing or pushing her moral boundaries in that kind of a direction, she wouldn't be herself. She wouldn't be true to herself. So, yeah, I understand the decision not to say anything. Not like he would have done it anyway. He's a fucking coward. But, hey, what's up? Oh, hey. Oh, that looks delicious. Looks like you're back in the White Knight's favor. Yeah, great. Oh, we miss you outside. I know. He opened it last night. The cell door, I mean. That's good, right? He was on his knees, crying. Oh, that's definitely good. I was frozen under the blanket, but I think he had a knife. That's... fuck. It's like he didn't know whether to cut my throat or his own. Why not both? Screw you. Sheesh, tough crowd. That's just Joy's sense of humor. Still, I don't know what I'd do if I had the chance. Attack him? Try to kill him? I hope you're being rhetorical here. I mean, the only right answer is to gut that pig. But you won't get that chance just by waiting for it. You'll have to make it happen. I'm scared, Joy. So fucking scared. Oh, and there's a heart. Gray braid. Oh, I see immediately. Okay. Just match the rhythm. It's like Simon Says. Hmm. Yeah, it's supposed to be 4 in a row. Oh, I just didn't do it quick enough. It's a good sign that it's going up instead of down, I think. Ooh, very up. Oh, back on stage. The same stage. This was her first show. Is there... Okay, cool. I guess let's try this again. I don't know if the... Oh, the faces are there again. Okay. Oh no. Maybe it's fear, but maybe it's courage. They've got the same symptoms after all. Oh, Jesus. It's like a Oni. Huh? Oh, we're dodging. We're moving. Okay. I'm on it. We use the D-pad for this, not the analog stick. Nope. Nope, nope. No, no. I didn't mean to. I wasn't prepared for a full line. I don't even know what those guys are. Picture your heart as a phoenix on the rise. Yeah, this is all the stuff that Aldo said to us. Filling your chest with courage, pulling you skyward. Yeah, you see that determined look on her face. She scrunched her eyebrows. Nope. Oh, that's close. It's only fear if you're falling. Take him out. Hell yeah. Oh no. She flooded the whole basement. What are you up to, Glow? The power went out? Gloria. Oh, use the mannequin. Gloria. No. Clever girl. How do you like this change of perspective? Oh my gosh. Dude, I don't know if I have a choice. Oh, I have to do it. I have to do it. I have to do it. The game told me I have to do it. Okay. There is no choice. Of course I'm going to. It's awful. But, dude, he's kidnapped you. He's killed your life. It's all, yeah. You have to get out. That's the only thing that matters. Day 179. She made it. It's real? This is real? August 8th, 1990. Dear Diary. It's been 4 months today. The more time passes, the more it feels like the whole thing was just a bad dream. How convenient. Sadly, the city's still here to remind me that it was real. People stealing glances, their faces full of pity or shame. The city never stops watching me. Maybe they're all just part of the dream too. Maybe the last 20 years have been a single slumber, and I'll wake up any minute. Mom's letting me sleep in a while longer. When she wakes up, we'll have breakfast in the kitchen, marmalade toast, and hot chocolate. And then she'll drop me off at school. Looking a little rough in here, Glow, but I don't blame you. I wonder if the delivery guy would be okay to do my dishes for extra cash. Dude, is this real? Like, really real? What a mess. I wonder who lives here. Oh yeah, that's me. Yesterday, a massive crowd surged forward, filled with laughter and tears alike, as the images of the event were seen around the world. No, go away, phone. Oh, this damn sunlight. Where's the wall of clouds when you need it? She's having a hard time acclimating back. Makes sense. Gloria, at last. I've been trying to reach you for days. Oh, sorry, Mom. I've been busy with things. Are you still sleeping? It's already noon. No, I'm up. I was doing stuff.
We're still getting together, right? Yeah, this afternoon. St. Michael's Station at 4:30. And please, don't be. I'll be on time. Yeah, 4:30. So, how's it going, Gloria? Still having those intrusive thoughts? That monster is as harmless as a pile of pink... That monster is as harmless as a pink elephant now. You know? I was like, my inner psyche was like, pile of shit. Like, worst thing ever. I know, Mom. They say, oh, he's still alive? Bob is still alive. No freaking way, dude. They say she must have saved him. After that, she didn't leave him face down in the water. Oh, man. They say he'll be in a wheelchair for the rest of his life. Can't even hold a fork, let alone trying anything inappropriate. I know. And to think, you called the ambulance on your way out. Oh, okay, I see. That's more than most would have done, you know? Thanks, Mom. I feel way better now. Speaking of feeling better, have you replied to any of the offers you got? I told you already. I don't want my life story chopped up and fit into some book or Sophie Macro's glamorizing my worst nightmares on screen. Sophie Macro. That would be amazing. She's interested. Or she's interested? God, Mom, enough. Sorry, darling. I didn't mean to upset you. Just keeping your best interests in mind. Maybe you should... What? Go on a diet? Quit worrying? Before I get wrinkles? I was going to say travel. I was flipping through a cruise catalog yesterday, and there was some very charming packages. What about 7 nights in the Mediterranean, discovering Venice and Athens by the sea? Mommy's treat for her brave daughter? Oh, that's really generous, but I don't think a cruise is what I need. I mean, maybe. It would be good to travel, probably. What I need is to get back on track. I'll call Aldo soon and see what's going on at the Swan. Aldo? The Swan? Oh dear. What? What's so bad about it? I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but... You know what? I don't want to hear it, Mom. Black swans, pink elephants. I don't give a damn about any of it anymore. Oh, that's what she needs. Good mom. That's exactly what she needs. It's a hug. It's not going to fix anything, but it means a lot in the moment. Ladies and gentlemen, for this evening's final performance, the Black Swan humbly presents for your pleasure the mesmerizing, the mysterious and magnificent Lady Gloria. Oh, jeez. What happened to the place? It's toast. It's ripped to shreds. Uh-oh. And the game crashed, too. No! Dude, come on. Oh my god. Oh, there we go. I got it. I just unplugged my controller and plugged it back in. Yeah. Okay, cool. I was worried. I'm assuming we're at the end of the game, so... Gloria. Aldo. Long time no see. What's going on here?
came to say goodbye to the place. How kind. What are you talking about? That's time. It's the end of the world this time, Gloria. We lost. What? Last year, you said you were going to expand, hire new dancers. Did you know bald eagles can swim? What? Eagles? What are you talking about? It's like everybody keeps making animal references. It's like mom and Aldo. Sometimes, when an eagle tries and fails to catch a fish, its wings get soaked. When that happens, this deadly, powerful predator can't take flight. It's at the mercy of Mother Nature. To survive, the eagle must endure a painful swim to shore, where it can dry its wings. Only then can it fly away to fish another day. You're the soul of the swan, Gloria. And I'm the unlucky eagle, trying to reach the shore before I'm drowned by the weight of my debts. But what about the US tour? With the whole Black Swan troupe? What? I wish. I don't know where you heard that, but oh yeah, it was Bob lied. Of course Bob lied. Where you heard that, but we've never had plans to tour. I mean, obviously he lied, Mom's still alive. So that's it. We've lost to movie theaters and video arcades. Movie theaters? Video arcades? No. It's just a matter of time before they sink us like we did. Or sink like we did. True. Oh, I mean, not the movie theaters, though. It's the 90s, Gloria. The Iron Curtain's wide open, but new ones descended to cover up the world of cheap nostalgia. From movies in the VCR to cassettes in the boombox, people choose home entertainment over going out. It's not slowing down either. Satellite television, CD players, home cinema. They're killing us at 60 frames per second. Don't tell me the Swan is becoming a VHS rental store. Nope. But you still won't like it. I signed a deal with a fast food chain. Do you swap dancers for burgers? Seriously. I know, but they made me an offer I couldn't refuse. Plus, I get to stay on as the general manager. God, that's ridiculous. What do you know about burgers anyway? True, ketchup isn't exactly running in these veins. Sodas and sundaes are not my forte. But you know what I know a lot about, Gloria? Bald eagles? People. What they want, and what I can take from them. What strings to pull, and how hard to pull them. What matters is understanding people, same as it ever was. You didn't even call me for our final show. For the Swan Song. I did, 2 weeks ago, but you didn't pick up, and your answering machine was full. I shouldn't have come back here. By the way, the Swan Song is a myth, Gloria. These animals don't sing a beautiful song before the end. They hide somewhere and die like the rest of us. Kind of feel bad for Aldo. Like our world of cheap nostalgia. I mean, to a point, he did seem like he was kind of like using people quite a bit to get his own way, but... Oh shit, we're back. Hey, Little Glow. Oh, no, that's not Little Glow. That's just us. Alright, excuse me, ladies. I don't want to push you off the edge. Please don't. Stop it. Stop jumping. We're going up? Princess. What? Or your majesty, I mean. No. Leave me alone. I paid my dues. What am I supposed to do? Oh, go in the telephone. Okay. I got you. I understand. Thank you for that little cue. Someone please answer. Someone. Anyone. It's okay, Glow Glow. I mean, it's just basement voice. So I don't know why she's running away from basement voice. I mean, the other ones are not great, but they won't let me live. Oh, it's like intrusive. Yeah, the intrusive thoughts coming back. The suppression that she once had in her mind is like, it's a big backslide a lot of the times. Like, it isn't enough just to conquer your fears. It's a constant struggle. I mean, that's the nature of life, right? And trying and like self-fulfillment and self-betterment. It doesn't stop. It never stops. It's a constant upkeep. They're like us. You're not like me. Oh, they're not attacking at least. You are me. Yeah, you're not like me. I mean, you're literally her. You. You're not like me. You are me. Hope. Intuition. Courage. This is it. Compassion. Compassion that we showed Bob, I guess. Kind of feels like we're missing one, though. I don't know. I did everything I could to make this work. Oh, this is Bob. Everything. One word, Gloria. One single word from you. Let's just answer it. Gloria, dear? Well, about lunch today. Is it okay if we do it another time? Are you sure? I have some good news to share with you. Well, you can just tell me now, or at another time. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if you remember, but when I turned 19, you said that you'd give me a car if I got a job as a dancer. Used, nothing fancy, just for going on tours and stuff. Yes, I remember. You got that gig at the Swan, but you never bought it up. Maybe I hoped you'd bring it up yourself? Well, what are you going to do with a car in Paris anyway? Oh, that'd be so nice to have that problem of like such good public transportation. I don't know. I think Paris has good public transportation, right? Probably. I have to go now. Thanks, Mom. Before you go, are you available next week? Oh, rip. Asks her mom for a car and then hangs up on her roof. Who is it? Hey. Sorry, I was on the phone. My mother. Oh, it's Joy. Oh boy. Well, what did Queen Victoria have to say? Something about some good news she had to share. Are they back together? No. No way. You know, I didn't know who to call, and Joy to the rescue. Sassy. It's good to see you. She cleaned up a bit. It's cluttered, but not bad. You want a drink? A cold, tall glass of milk? No, I'm fine. Changing neighborhoods? I've been trapped in the city long enough. I'm leaving Paris. Oh, wow. Where will you go? I don't know yet. South, I think. To the ocean. I'll figure it out on the way. So, what's today's plan? You said you needed my help? Yeah. I need to go back to the museum. The museum? The one with your statue? Gloria, I don't know if you've heard, but the bronze captive? They said it's become a mecca for weirdos. Oh, God. Awful. Going there is not going to do you any favors. I feel like there's a ghost. It's out there, still holding a piece of me. Oh, maybe that is the missing piece that was missing on the right side of that woman's face, is like inside of her mind. Like the last little piece that she is missing. A ghost. If I had known that, I would have brought my crucifix. I'm sorry, Glow. I'm an ass. In a perfect world, the statue would just be gone, poof, without a trace. But it's not like that. I'll leave the city and the bronze captive will stay behind in Paris to leer at. I can't imagine what you've been through. What does she want to do with it? Just look at it? Just destroy the fucking thing. Oh, that's okay. Thank you. Let's go bust that ghost. Oh, are they gonna do it? Just bring a sledgehammer. Are you sure about this, Glow? No, not so much now. It's your call. We can leave if you want. Go to the movies or have a beer on the docks. Just leave all this shit behind. It's okay. Don't worry. 2 tickets, please. Yeah, this is like intrinsic to her letting go. Oh, she mouthed something. What did she say? I mean, I can't read pixelated lips. I wonder what she said. Guess only the developer will know. Ready when you are. It was her telling her something. God, part of me wishes I'd have brought a sledgehammer. Exactly. For the statue, you mean? The media would have a field day. You'd never hear the end of it. A donation box. Make a donation? Yes. What's not given is lost. Thank you, miss. Oh, it looks like they have some new pieces on the walls. The last record says, what happened to the bronze captive? What happened to it? What does that mean? Claude Monet? I love a Monet. A pond? At least nobody's drowning in it. Francisco Goya? Like, my favorite artist is Gustav Klimt, though. Trip to the moon? This face. That's amazing. I wish I could go on that trip. Yeah. It looks like things have lightened up in here a little bit. Everything was very dark. Like, thematically dark last time we were here. God, what a joke. It's like the painter didn't even bother finishing the piece. I can't tell what this woman's thinking. Her face is half erased. Did you spot the dog? At first I thought it was a mud puddle. Impressionists. Joy? Oh, the artist must be one of those lazy dudes. The kind the public thinks can do no wrong. Oh no. Unfinished business. Good one, Joy. But... Gloria? She can't make it in there? Yeah, it's understandable. It's so traumatic. Everything she's been through. Gloria? Gloria? Your statue. She's gone. Oh. Well, good. And depending on who has it. Is Bob locked up? Bob should be like, well, I don't know. We don't know what kind of state. They say he couldn't even hold a fork. So, I don't know. At first, I thought it was a mud puddle. That was a good joke about the unfinished business. Dude, why are you here? This is the same forest you got abducted in. Oh, she's doing what she has to do. I feel. Oh, no. No. No, no, no. Bob? Gloria? Is that you? Oh, fuck. How have you been since... You don't like what you see. What you made me. A puddle on wheels. At least you dodged jail time. How are you talking to him? How are you even talking to him right now? I dodged death too, by a small margin. A way too small margin. I'm sorry. I mean, it looks like his bruises aren't even healed. I'm sorry. I can't imagine how you must feel. Oh, God. Glow. No one deserves this. Wait. Is it pity or guilt that I feel here? Feeling bad for the ugly duck you left underwater, unconscious. You shouldn't worry too much about me. I don't like the diapers, but the clinic's great. Comfy beds, nice food.
Maybe not as good as the meals I used to make for you. But I've got people taking care of me now. Nurses to change my bed sheets and wash my back. Oh, man. Plus, I'm not too far from the Bolognese woods. Our place. Don't you do it. Don't you even dare. You don't remember. You are unconscious, but that's where we hugged for the first time. Before I took you home. Shut up. Sweet memories. How about you? Still dancing? Any new projects you'd like to share with me? Enough, asshole. Maybe you dodged jail? But you won't get away from this. Oh no, Gloria, no. No, that's murder. That's murder. No. No. No, you can't make me do it. Game, I'm telling you, I'm not gonna do that. We already did this once. And also to our inner child. You can't make me do it. Okay, I'll press it one time. Just a little bit. Just a little bit more. Gloria? Goodbye, little puddle. What are you saying? After all I've done, you know I deserve this. Do it. One gentle little push. Come back. Finish what you started down there. Gloria. I beg you, Gloria. One small push for me, please. It's your life. You can do it yourself. I guess that's closure. Ooh. No crazy thoughts ramping up while she's trying to sleep? Just get to go straight to sleepland? Nice. That's improvement. That's good. That is good. Gloria, hey. I hope it's not too late. I was thinking, maybe we could have a party tonight. I'm leaving tomorrow. Oh, the new nest. This is her new happy place. Welcome to the nest. So this is her dream for sure. Oh, wow, it's so cool. This is going to be one of the greatest last nights. Oh, there's a bulldog bouncer. He's cute. Hello. May I? Sure. Oh, who's a good boy? That's awesome. That's so good. Oh, look, it's Gray Braid. Gloria. Gray Braid, you came. Of course I did. The kid's around too. I can see little Glow. She was running around doing the airplane. A kid in a nightclub? No, I'm glad I got a chance to see you before I left town. Pardon me. Been talking for 6 hours.
It's time to seek out new horizons. Let the rivers guide you. Exactly. I should have liked to show the children these dolphins. Of the blue wave, those golden, those singing fishes. Foam of flowers rocked my driftings, and at times ineffable winds would lend me wings. And this is your night, Gloria. Enjoy. It's Cage head. Basement voice. Hey, basement voice. I'm so happy to see you. Happy she is. You removed the bars in front of your face. Oh yeah. Never imagined there was such a cute face under it. You're kind. And this place better than basement. Do you like the place? The nest will always be open for us. So feel free to stay. My new place. Yep. Wow, you invited him. Who, Aldo? He can be an asshole, yeah, but I wouldn't be where I am without him. It's very true. Princess is there? Oh, is she DJing? Your Highness. Hey, Princess. I'm busy. Still mad at me? The cakes, the dresses, all the fancy stuff. I know you loved it, but I had to put an end to all this. That's okay. Oh, by the way, you're rocking it as a DJ. Yeah? Definitely, Your Highness. These tracks are honey in my ears. What do we got? The museum attendant? The bartender, do I know for her from somewhere? Yes, you do. This was the lady who was auditioning, so. Evening, miss. What can I get you? Any suggestions? My signatures are Tequila Sunrise, Southside, and Seabreeze. They all sound awesome. I don't know what to choose. Take your time. Whatever you choose, you won't regret it. Guess Seabreeze. Because we were going to the sea anyway. There you go. Tasty. We should never underestimate a sunrise, and you look like you deserve it. For sure. Alright. Where's Lil Glow at? Uh-oh. Joy, you gotta move. Okay, thank you. I don't want to soft lock myself again. I wonder how we get down to the dance floor. Looks like perhaps it was this way. Oh, Petrus. Working with clay is a sensual process, you know. I remember it's cold and smells like mud. Of course. A quality woman like you should only be carved from marble. Firm and delicate, with a diaphorous aura, just like the muses of antiquity. Hold your horses, Apollo. You're not winning anyone over by calling them an antique. Such a strong-willed woman. Perhaps you're the granite type. Love it. Ugh. Are they flirting? Ew. Alright, yeah. Let's slowly back away. It's such a good ending sequence. I love this. It's very cathartic. Oh, the dance floor's right there. Sorry. All the bright colors throwing me off. I guess it's time to boogie. Shall we? Light up the dance floor? There she is. You should have showed me this place the first time we met. It didn't exist yet. Yeah, I didn't know how to get there back then. And it took some serious work to find it. No skipping steps. I'm gonna make the rounds. Will you stay a while? Yep, catch you later. Hey, little glow. Go, go. Hey, kid. I want to play hide and seek again. Not right now. Maybe later. Yeah. I need to finish some stuff up first. Oh, not fair. Hurry up and come back. Last time you had this upper hand. I guess I know how to brawl. You wouldn't stand a chance against my sugar bombs now. What is this? Oh, I think it's the Christmas, the princess fight. So, yeah. There's like little mini games that you can replay. This one's a dancing one, probably, right? Yeah. But maybe later. Or another time. How's it going? Want to stay longer or bounce? I think we can go now. We're all ready. And like Joyce said, or like Gloria said before, this place will always be open. Whenever we want to visit. I'm gonna miss all of these characters. Glow. Hey there, kid. We're just about to leave. It's time to go. I'm gonna miss you. But you're both coming with me, right? Right? Gloria. On the trip, I'll need you for what comes next. I'll need you really bad. Why are you sad? I didn't realize this goodbye is forever. It's not, because we'll always be there with you. Someday, we'll bid farewell to the universe, but that time hasn't come yet. Now go on, stargaze a little bit with your friend. There's still a little time before the sun rises. A Super 5, nice. I was thinking about a Ferrari, but this one has a cool Pioneer radio, so, you know. I think that's it. Yeah, it's time for you to hit the road. Oh, before you go, I have a little something for you. A compass. You know, you're not going to be trekking through the Amazon, but I thought it was pretty. And when you're feeling down, you can always look at it and see which way is up. Plus, you could just follow the little arrow whenever you want to visit us in Paris. You think it's a stupid present, right? On the contrary, it's more beautiful than any golden necklace I've ever seen. Thank you. Cool. And you have my address, so I don't know. Just send a postcard when you can. Aw. Don't cry, stupid. I'm not crying, stupid. Joy, stay safe, okay? Me? What about you? Why? What's the worst that could happen? You're the best, Gloria. Thank you, Joy. You are too. You helped me a lot, sometimes in ways that you didn't even realize. Oh yeah? Well, then I guess I really am the best. Anyway, you should get going if you want to reach the ocean before sunset. Take care, kitty. Gas? Check. Sunglasses? Check. Mixtapes? Check. Well, now it begins.
Je sais ce que ça fait quand tu reviens encore. Pour toi, je sais pourquoi et j'en demande encore. Nos regards à l'autre, les regards vers soi. Nos regards à l'autre quand ils viennent le soir. Chair contre chair, je sais qu'il fait tout vivre, refaire ton corps. Les idées claires, demain on s'emballera encore et encore et encore et encore.
Nice credit screen. Love it. Alright. Beautiful game. I needed this game at this moment in my life. Really spoke to me on a whole bunch of like deeply personal levels. And yeah, super grateful to have, artists out there who are sharing their feelings and experiences with everybody. It was an absolute joy to play. I hope you all enjoyed it as well. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm Lone, and this has been Decarnation.
Parfois, je ne sais si je tiendrai jusqu'à l'aurore. Tu sens mes bras qui te retiennent même quand je dors. Je sais quand tu affiches ton sourire comme un décor.
Please, come on in. Welcome to the artist's lair. So, this is the place. Where the genius spreads his wings. I'm just a humble servant to the muse. Not as dusty as I thought. It's under this blanket, I guess. Would you like to see? The dancer, removed from museums, once and for all. Oh, Petrus has it? He does. He took it out. That's good. That's good of him. The curator was furious, but he owed me a favor. That's a good guy. Even I can afford to be morally correct once in a while. The muse must be proud. So, that's where they stand? While you're fiddling with your block of clay. It's funny how you only use women half your age as models. When you have so many beautiful women over 60. I've found that women your age have too little confidence or too much ego. You wouldn't dare pose for me. You want to bet? Perhaps a little wine first? Never before I go on stage.